Check out these poblanos. We grew these here right at the Poor Guy household in cooperation with Don and Aiden. We grew some poblanos. These are the bigger ones. We have more. I have some smaller ones. Whoa, the wind is picking up. I didn't close the shed. Look at, I got my little Char-griller. It's professional right here. Professional grills and smokers. This is the Acorn. It actually is an Acorn Junior because they do make an actual Acorn, which is bigger. Look at, I threw some B&B competition char-logs in there. You know why? Because I want some heat on these poblanos, and I'm going to roast these. This isn't anything new. It's not anything I came up with. Boy, I should have closed that shed. Anyway, they're really nice looking peppers, but they have such a thick skin on them. I don't know for sure if they're digestible or not, but so we didn't put anything on them. We just took them out, we washed them, dried them off, and throwing them on here. I'm going to roast them, okay? And I'm going to put them in this back in this metal bowl, put some foil over it, and get them steamed. So we're just going to basically pull the charred skin off of them, pull the seeds out of them, and slice them up and put them on a burger, a cheddar burger, a poblano cheddar burger with some sauteed onions and garlic. My God, that sounds good. My goodness, that sounds good. Look, come on over here. This is my little shed. Poor guy at the Blackstone, poor guy out there cooking, Buzz Barbecue, Mile High Guy Barbecue, Man Kitchen Recipes, some of my stickers. Look at poor guy. Poor guy went flying. Let's throw this ball for Sebastian. Look at okay. Uh, the reason I'm picking this acorn today versus say like the old smoky is because you want it to get really really hot, and we're just looking for char to get that skin off and stuff. So uh, let's see how this does, and I'll bring you back when they're nice and charred. I'll flip them over a little bit. Shouldn't take too long. We'll throw them in that pan, put some oil over them, and then we'll start our poblano action. Right on. Peace. Okay, we're back. It literally has been like 10 minutes. And that's the reason I use this Acorn Junior is because the temps get real fast. And it was just literally like 10 char logs, and I threw some apple chunks in there, some apple wood. So that's, I mean, that's what you're looking for. Really, you're just going to char the skin, and the whole idea behind this is just to be able to peel the skin easily. Sorry if that aluminum foil is making noise. So at this point, we're going to cover them. And I suppose if you wanted to throw them in a plastic bag, you could do that, but depending on how hot they are, they might melt. So this action here is going to melt or steam the poblanos for about 15 minutes, right around there, and then we'll dissect them basically. Poblanos are a great pepper. They're quite as far as heat goes, they're equivalent to probably a jalapeno. But they've got such a great flavor, and we were really happy that we were able to grow these this year, along with some other peppers and some homegrown onions and lots of potatoes this year too. So we had a good crop early on. So again, I'm going to let these sit for right around 15 minutes, and then we'll try to peel the skins and cut them up for our next part of our video. Peace. Poor guy out there cooking. Okay, so let me show you something real quick. My friend Brian over at the Bearded Italian, he's got himself a YouTube channel. Most of you know him. If you don't, take a look at Brian's channel, the Bearded Italian. He does a lot of cooking, and he's quite a musician too. So he's got some guitars and trumpets and whatnot. But he sent me a whole bunch of bling that's going to be going on my outdoor cookers here very soon. So I want to say thank you to Brian. Brian's quickly approaching 1,000. So if you don't know him, give him a look, and let's make sure he gets over that $1,000 or $1,000. That'd be nice. 1,000 subscriber mark. Okay, take a look. Oh, I'm going to tell you what. Don and I were doing this off camera. These poblanos are a pain in the butt to peel. They just are. So we did our best to kind of remove the char. I don't think it's necessary to remove all the char, but basically you want to get as much off as you can. And we're going to go ahead and open this guy up. Get most of the seeds out. It's not important that you get all of them out, but we're going to go ahead for argument's sake and go ahead and get the majority of these out of here, which we did with the other peppers, and we're just going to give them a rough chop because these are going on the Blackstone, and along with some onions and garlic, and of course our burger patty, which is right here. What did we say that was? How many cups? 2/3 cup. I don't do ounces. 2/3 cup. We're going to press them. We're not going to smash them. So out of all those poblanos, that's pretty much what we got. So it'll work. All right, I'm going to get that Blackstone fired up. We're going to cook some poblanos on the grill, and we're going to do onions and garlic and make us a burger with delicious cheddar cheese and all these things. It's going to be good. I can tell you what. Peace. Here we are back outside. Hello. Here's our onions and our garlic. Let's get these started with just a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, that'll be fine. Throw our onions on there. Now I'm going to save the garlic a little bit. And the poblanos, I'm going to hold off on those too until I start smashing the burger. So, yeah, here's our onions. What kind of onions are these? Big white onions? Sweet onions? Vidalians? Yeah. Something like that. Get these started. Just some good old olive oil. Onions and garlic, poblanos, cheddar cheese. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's windy out today. Let's put a little salt on these. As far as the poblanos, I'm just going to season them with some salt too. That's just 80-20 ground beef. I got my one glove on, so when I put, the hamburger on the griddle, I'm not touching raw meat. A little bit more olive oil on there. Nothing wrong with olive oil. Olive oil, onions, and garlic. Let's let these cook up a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and start my burger patty. I am not smashing it. I'm pressing it with this. A Cuisinart burger press. It's got a lip that makes some big hearty burgers. Indeed. Yeah, that's just kind of what I thought about because we had grown this stuff in the garden. I was like, let's use it. It sounded like a pretty darn tasty burger to me. So let's get these going a little bit, and then I'll start my pressing of my burger, and then I'll put some poblanos down there too, and garlic. It's gonna be freaking good. Okay, there's our onions. They're coming along nicely. We're gonna let those cook up a little bit longer before we put the garlic on them. Let's get our poblanos on here. Basically, we're just warming these up. Yeah, I left some seeds in there. You got seeds, you got a little bit of heat. I mean, we don't want to have no heat at all. They're peppers after all. You put this over here. And I want to go ahead and put a little bit of salt on those poblanos. Maybe a lot of salt. I'm all right with that. I'm a saltaholic. Indeed. Let's move these over here. So I got these two burners on low. Nicey nice. Peppers and onions on a cheddar burger. I'm just saying. We're not a trendy kind of channel. We don't follow the latest fads. We cook what we want to eat. And we grew this stuff. So let's cook it. Here's our hamburger. 80-20. I'm going to go ahead and throw that sucker down. This side's hot. Hear that sizzle. I'm not afraid. That could have been a catastrophe. I got a little bit of oil on my shoe. That's all right. These are just my kicking around shoes. All right, let's press this thing. It ain't rocket science. See how I cut the parchment paper like a circle? That's fancy. Let that sit for a little bit. Well, these bad boys are cooking up. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. If you could only smell it. I'll tell you what, these poblanos are a pain in the keister to peel. I've seen some videos on it. It's like, just peel it right off. I don't know. These don't have any like steroids or anything that you might find in the store. Just grew them back there. Did very well. Very well indeed. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit over here. Let's take a look at this burger. Well, bam, it's a burger. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a burger. It's cooking. That burger is cooking. Put this over here for now. Keep everything in check. Got our poblanos. Got our grilled onions. Let's go ahead some garlic. That might be a little bit too much. Is there such a thing? Yeah, we'll use a good portion of it anyway. Onions and garlic. Oh my goodness. Smell that beef cooking. The onions and the garlic are just a smell of their own. It's a beautiful, beautiful smell. Come back here, you little onion. We're not going to lose that onion. Poblanos are just warming up. It's a little bit of salt. Yeah, this is going to be tasty. We're going to have these for supper, but we're just going to do one for the video. Hey, there's a little poblano right here. We didn't get all the char off them. It's not that big a deal. Man, I hope this video is not too long. Let me grab my big spatula. Whoop. Boom. I'm good with that. We're going to let that cook up. We're going to throw some cheese on it. We're going to bring all these in the house, dress it up, give it a try. Poor guy outdoor cooking. All right, there's our burger. I got a little ahead of myself. There, I put some mustard on it. You know, it's not cheddar. It's actually deluxe American cheese. Here's our onions and poblanos. These onions look so freaking good. I'm going to go ahead and layer these on. And then I'm going to have to get a thumbnail. But I want to cut into it. Oh, yeah. I got to save some of the onions for actual supper. And there's our poblanos. Whew, doggy. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I think at this point I'm going to get a thumbnail because I don't want to ruin it by slicing into it and getting it all sloppy. So let me get a thumbnail because it's very important, and then I'll give this a try. Peace. Let's try this burger already. I got my thumbnail. Look, Don made some homemade macaroni salad. That's going to go with supper. Our poblanos, our onions and garlic, our cheese, and I squirted a little bit of mustard in there because I love mustard. Do I need to cut it? Nah, I'm not going to cut it. Screw it. Ooh, that's got some weight to it. Mamma mia. All right. I'm just going to taste this so we can get on with our lives. Mm. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh, those poblanos are good. The onions and the garlic. There's the heat. A little bit of heat. Man, what a great flavor. Mm. Wow. You're going to love it. Don't be afraid to try these out. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Mm. Poblanos, roasted, homegrown, onions and garlic, cheese on a burger. Mm. That's it. I'm going to eat. Peace.